Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Gonna be giving you my starting 11 prediction for our game against Everton in the Carabao Cup quarter final. So like I mentioned on my preview, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will rotate the squad. So I think he's gonna go with Dean Henderson in goal for this one. I think at right back we will go with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I think the two centre halves will be Eric Bailly and Harry Maguire. Eric Bailly has actually not played for us since our 6-1 loss to Tottenham. Eric Bailly played in 2 previous rounds in the Carabaro Cup. I think at left back we will go with Alex Telles. Alex Telles didn't start the Leeds game, but he did come on. In the midfield, I think we're going to go with Paul Pogba, Nemanja Matic. Paul Pogba and Nemanja Matic didn't play any part against Leeds. I think ahead of them, we will go with Bruno Fernandes. I think on the right hand side, we will go with Juan Mata. On the left hand side, I think we will go with Marcus Rashford. And up top, I think we will go with Edison Cavani. So that's how I think Manchester United could line up against Everton. Luke Shaw is a doubt for this game. I think he has got, is it illness or something like that? Not so long ago, Luke Shaw came back from a hamstring problem. Scott McTominay, he's also a doubt for this game against Everton. I think he's got a problem with his groin. Don't forget, Scott McTominay got man of the match in the 6-2 win against Leeds because he scored 2 goals in the first 3 minutes and he also got an assist in the game and he was making things happen. Marcus Rojo, he's, I think, got a calf problem, but obviously he doesn't get in the team now anyway. And I think Phil Jones is still out with injury, but Jones is expected back in January. Now, this game against Everton is a big game for Manchester United. The Carabao Cup is a priority for us because that is a chance of us winning a trophy this season. We progressed to the quarterfinals by beating Luton in the 3rd round 3-0 and we beat Brighton in the 4th round 3-0. We beat Everton earlier on this season at Goodison Park in the Premier League by 3-1. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes scored 2 goals and Edison Cavani got his name on the score sheet. That was Edison Cavani's first goal for the football club against Everton. But Everton are doing well. I think they are sitting, what is it, fourth or something like that in the Premier League. In their last 3 games, they have beaten Arsenal, they've beaten Leicester, and they've also beaten Chelsea. And they have got a very, very good manager in Carlo Ancelotti. He's been at Everton now for like a year. I think when Everton appointed him in, didn't he sign a 4 or was it a 4.5 year deal? Something like that. He's got a good pedigree behind him. Carlo Ancelotti has won around 15 major honours in his managerial career. He has made a few signings since he became Everton manager. He's brought players like James Rodriguez in, who's made an impact at Everton. Currently out with injury at the moment. Obviously brought Decore in. I think he's very good. He's also brought Allen in. He's currently out with injury at the moment. Also brought Ben Godfrey in. Also brought Nkudu in as well, if I pronounced his name correctly. I think Everton also got that Olsen on loan. Before Carlo Ancelotti, like I mentioned, Everton had Duncan Ferguson. They had him on a temporary basis. Before Duncan Ferguson, they had Marco Silva. Obviously, there was inconsistent under him, so they obviously sacked him. At one point, they had Roberto Martinez, and to be fair, there was very consistent under him. And before Roberto Martinez, was it Moyes? Moyes actually endured around 11 years with Everton. They've got some good players in their team, like I've said. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he's one of their key players. Bernard, he's one of their key players. So too is Richie Arledson. Like I said, Decore, he's one of their key players. Got Sigurdsson, who's pretty good of what I've seen of him. Scored a few times against us, especially when he was at Swansea. His goal scoring record against us when he was at Swansea was very, very good. They've got Alex Iwobi as well. Obviously James Rodriguez. They've got Lucas Digne. Lucas Digne's obviously been out with injury though. Fabian Delph, he's also out with injury. They've got that Holgate. They've got Michael Keane, one of their centre-halves, I think. He's a former Man United player. They've got Holgate. They've got Yerry Mina. Their goalkeeper's Jordan Pickford. To be honest with you, I don't really rate Jordan Pickford now. Obviously, he has made a few mistakes. Pickford was good. Pickford was good though in the World Cup in 2018, wasn't he? Everton have, let quite a few players go in recent years. They let Idrissa Gueye go, didn't they? He went to PSG. I like the way that Idrissa Gueye breaks up the play, though. I really, really do. I think they let Moise Kean go out on loan to PSG. Theo Walcott, he went out on loan to Southampton. We've bought a few players from Everton, haven't we? Obviously, we got Lukaku from them in 2017. Got Fellaini from them back in 2013 under Moyes. Obviously, got Wayne Rooney from them back in 2004. So, there you go. Andrea Gomez, he's another injury that Everton have got as well. We've lost quite a few times at Goodison Park. Don't forget we lost there 4-0 back in April 2019. One of the worst results under Ollie. We lost there 3-0 under Louis van Gaal. We lost there 2-0 under the David Moyes era. But I'm just hopeful that we can get to the semi-finals of the EFL Cup. The last time we won it was back in 2017. We beat Southampton in the final by 3-2. But yeah, we're coming into this game with a lot of confidence. We are coming into this game on the back of a 6-2 win against Leeds. We have been in good form recently. I think we must be unbeaten in our last 7 league matches. Obviously, we've won 2 games at Old Trafford in the Premier League this season. Obviously, we have been poor at home. We was enjoying our worst start at Old Trafford for around 50 years, but we've been absolutely exceptional away from home, because when we beat Sheffield United last Thursday, we became the first team to win 6 successive away games after conceding first in a single Premier League season, and we've won our last 10 away games in a row in the Premier League. And Solskjaer's also won all of his 6 away games in the League Cup as a manager, so that's a good stat going into this game against Everton. Our next league game is Leicester. That's on Saturday, I think 12:30 kickoff. Now, that's going to be a very, very tough game. That's a tester for Manchester United. After Leicester, we have got Wolves, and then after Wolves, it's Aston Villa. So games are coming up thick and fast for Manchester United. Don't forget, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say he wants Man United to mount a title challenge over the Christmas period. Obviously, after the 6-2 win against Leeds, Solskjaer said, we've got to wait until March to talk about a title. And he also said that we could have beaten Leeds 12-4. But we are certainly in this title race. We are, third in the Premier League, and we are 5 points behind Liverpool. And Solskjaer said a few times this season that Man United can win the Premier League. 21 is coming. It may not be this season, but it could be next season, or it could be the season after. We are the most successful team in Premier League history, because we have won 20 titles and 13 of them are Premier League titles. We haven't won the Premier League though since 2013, so we haven't won it now for around 8 years. Have we? But, there's Manchester United fans now, including me, that are starting to change their perception on Solskjaer. And there's Man United fans that are now saying, Ole in. Now, earlier on the season, there was a lot of Manchester United fans demanding Ole out of the football club. And I have been saying stuff like, he isn't the right manager, and obviously I said that he's out of his depth at the football club. You know what? I'm hopeful he can be successful at Manchester United. All his priority is leading this club to long-term success. Manchester United is the 3rd club in his managerial career. Before he came to us, he was at Molde. He won a few Norwegian titles at Molde, but they're not a big club. And before Molde, he was at Cardiff, and he enjoyed a very, very short tenure at Cardiff. So he hasn't got a good pedigree behind him, but reflecting how long Ollie's been at Man United now, he has learned quite a bit, and he has gained that managerial experience. Ollie's been Manchester United manager for just over 2 years. It's 2 years and a few days. It was his 2-year anniversary not so long ago, and this is his 2nd full season at Manchester United. And he's managed over 100 games for the football club in all competitions. He has got a contract with us until 2022. But I definitely believe that our squad is definitely good enough for a top 4 finish. And I think we can win a trophy this season. It would be remarkable if we did win the Premier League, but I'm just very sceptical that it will happen, because Liverpool are strides ahead of us at this moment in time. The thing that concerns me about Ollie is that he is out of his depth. Like I said, I think we give him the job too early, but we give him the job permanently, reflecting on what he did in that 3-month period when he was the interim manager. And his decision-making concerns me, because in a lot of games at Manchester United that he's managed, he has got it wrong. And that's what's obviously cost us. But there's obviously been some games where he's obviously got it right as well. So I've got to give him a lot of credit for that. You know, Solskjaer's been under pressure quite a few times as Man United manager, and there's obviously been talks of Mauricio Pochettino coming in. There's been talks of Allegri coming in a few times. A few weeks ago, Julian Nagelsmann was on our agenda. But, you know, we can't just keep changing managers all the time. You know, we've already sacked 3 managers since Ferguson left. You know, but I do think that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will still be Man United manager in the new year. Definitely now. Could still be Man United manager at the end of this season. These Man United fans that are saying, you know, we've got to give him till at least this season because he does deserve more time. Let's put into the equation, Ole is inheriting a squad that is worth £800 odd million. Yeah, because there's a lot of players still here from the Jose Mourinho era. Couple of players here from Louis van Gaal era. Only one player here now from the Moyes era. And there's only 2 players here now from the Sir Alex Ferguson era. Solskjaer's still got quite a bit to do at the club. He's obviously got to bring the right players in January and next summer. We've already revealed our transfer plans. We are looking to strengthen up in 4 positions. We're looking to get a right winger in, a centre half, a defensive midfielder and a right back. He's obviously got to get rid of the right players as well. Solskjaer's got a great idea of what players he's going to get rid of. I've already gone through with you the players I think we're going to get rid of next year, and that's Jesse Lingard, Phil Jones, Marcus Rojo, Romero, Matic could leave, Mata could leave. We're expecting Paul Pogba to leave next summer. Igalo could also, well, Igalo will leave, should I say, because his loan expires in January. Obviously, there was rumours of Brandon Williams going out on loan. And early on this season, there was rumours of Dean Henderson going out on loan. I think Solskjaer must identify his best 11. I think he's obviously got to sort out the Paul Pogba issue as well. But to Paul Pogba's credit, he has done well recently. There is still a few problems at the club. Like I've said, I think our defence is a problem because Harry Maguire and Lindelof are static centre-halves, but they can still perform well. But we are still leaking goals. Some people think, you know, the goalkeeper's one of the problems as well. I think the board's been one of the biggest problems at the football club for several years, reflecting how poor our recruitment policy's been, and obviously they haven't backed any of the managers that we've had since Ferguson left of the board. They certainly didn't back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer enough during the summer transfer window, because obviously we missed out on all of his priority targets. But Ed Woodward has come out several times to support Solskjaer, despite us having a poor start to the season and despite us getting knocked out of the Champions League. You know what I mean? But Solskjaer does deserve more backing at the football club. Now, like I've said to you, there is good players at Manchester United. I think Marcus Rashford, he's a very, very good player. One of the best players we've got. Marcus Rashford, by the way, was exceptional against Leeds. He was unlucky not to get his name on the score sheet. But he just scores goals, Rashford. He gets good runs in behind. He's got that end product now. You know, Marcus Rashford has been part of the club for several years. I just think we need to keep Marcus Rashford out wide because that's where he's more effective. A couple of times, though, we have played him centrally, Marcus Rashford. And he can perform well there, but like I say, I prefer him out wide. Most of the time, he plays on the left. A couple of times this season, we've put him out on that right. Edison Cavani's also good. He's enjoyed a fantastic start to his Manchester United career. Cavani didn't start against Leeds, but he came on and made an impact. A few weeks ago, Cavani came off the bench and He scored twice against Southampton and also got an assist, so changed the complexion of that game, didn't he? I said when we got Edinson Cavani, he will be the next Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Martial's good when he wants to be. He's proven that in the last 2 league games. Against Leeds, he got 2 assists. Should have got his name on the score sheet. He had a couple of chances. He was good against Sheffield United. Got his name on the score sheet, Martial. Prior to them 2 league games, though, he hasn't been that good. Because for the vast majority of this season, hasn't been clinical enough. Martial was good last season. Scored 23 goals in 48 games. And he was good in his debut season under the Louis van Gaal era. Martial's enjoyed a good, 5 years or so at the football club. I think Mason Greenwood's also a good player as well. He's done well recently. Obviously didn't play any part against Leeds. Don't forget Mason Greenwood has had personal issues this season. He's obviously had injuries. Obviously, at one point he was out with illness. Ollie's been defending Mason Greenwood a lot this season. At the start of this season, we're giving that number 11 shirt. Bruno Fernandes, he's obviously very, very good. He's our best player and he's the best signing we've made since the Sir Alex Ferguson era. Bruno Fernandes started against Leeds, obviously got 2 goals. One of them came from the penalty spot and he also got an assist. Fernandes won Player of the Month for November. He's won that now quite a few times, reflecting on his good performances. We paid £47 million for him from Sporting Lisbon back in January, Bruno Fernandes. But I think he's created more chances than any other player in the Premier League this season, so he has made the difference in the team. And Bruno Fernandes said that he came to Manchester to win trophies. Donny van der Beek, he's also a good player. Didn't start against Leeds but came on. He's made 2 starts so far in the Premier League. That was against West Ham. And he made his full Premier League debut for the club against Southampton. I think Donny van der Beek's more effective in a deeper role. But you can play him in like 3 different roles, can't you? You can put him in the number 10. You can put him out on the left flank or the right flank. We paid £40 million for him from Ajax. I think Paul Pogba's good when he wants to be, and he's certainly shown that recently. Paul Pogba obviously didn't play any part against Leeds, surprisingly. I thought Paul Pogba might have, played. Don't forget, Solskjaer recently warned Paul Pogba that nobody is bigger than Manchester United. Solskjaer, don't forget, was reportedly furious with Paul Pogba's agent, Mino Raiola, for announcing that Paul Pogba could leave in January, because Mino Raiola came out the other week and told 2 Sport that Paul Pogba's got no intentions of signing a new contract. He said he's unhappy and he has to leave. And he said his career is over at Man United. Then Mino Raiola made a fresh statement and he said that Paul Pogba's unlikely to leave in January and he can leave next summer. Obviously, Solskjaer's had conversations with Paul Pogba. He has had a long-running transfer saga. He's been heavily linked with a return to Juventus. Swap deals have been on the agenda. PSG, Barcelona and Inter Milan have been in for him. Real Madrid have also been relentlessly linked with him. Last year, Paul Pogba was talking a lot about Real Madrid and Zinedine Zidane, and he made an admission saying that he does want to leave Man United because he's seeking for a new challenge. He did have an ankle injury not so long ago, but Ollie confirmed that ankle injury was totally comparison to the one that he had last season. Don't forget, we triggered that 1-year extension on his contract, Pogba, so he's under contract with Man United until June 2022. There's still some Man United fans that believe he can get a long-term contract at the club, but as far as I'm aware, there's been no talks over it. He's our most expensive sign at the moment is Paul Pogba, because we paid, 89 million, or was it just over 89 million with add-ons included. Like I said, I think McTominay's a good player when he wants to be. He proven that at the weekend against Leeds, scored 2 goals and also got an assist. He was like Paul Scholes, wasn't he, Scott McTominay? He isn't world class, but I think he's definitely good when he wants to be. I think Luke Shaw's also good. My only element of concern about Luke Shaw is that he's injury prone. I think Alex Telles, he's enjoyed a fantastic start to his Man United career. Got him in a deal worth 15.4 million. I think Harry Maguire, he's also good when he wants to be as well, and he's proven it in games this season. Maguire's been very effective, showed that ability to play out from the back. But it's been games where he's been poor. He certainly wasn't worth the 80 million that we paid for him. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment, and he is our current captain. Eric Bailly, he's good when he plays, but he seldom plays now. Too injury prone is Eric Bailly. Victor Lindelof, he's good when he wants to be, but I've obviously got my reservations about him. I think Wan-Bissaka is a good right back. He's very good defensively. Bissaka just lacks that attacking intent, and his distribution concerns me. But there's games he's played in this season where he's actually showed some attacking intent, and he's got into good positions, and he's put good crosses into the box. And Juan Mata's done well, in the games he's played in this season. Dean Henson's impressed me in the couple of games he played in, obviously apart from the mistake he made against Sheffield United. So, there you go. I wonder if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, by the way, will be doing a press conference ahead of this game against Everton. I don't think they're doing for the Carabao Cup, if I'm right. But we will have to see. There will be more videos coming up tomorrow, as always, so join me for that. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update for today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.